Hey, what's going on, people? Welcome to the gun shop. It's a beautiful sunny day out, and we're about to hear the ruling on the violent games law in California. Now, this is originally a law that was in place in California in 2005, but was later overturned because it was deemed unconstitutional. However, we're supposed to hear it again this morning. I think it was Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger that sort of brought it to light in terms of, you know, like, we need to revisit this. I don't care if that court ruling overlooked it before, we need to bring it back in the spotlight again because there's something wrong with it. So, but here's my take on it. Being a Canadian, we've had that law sort of in place already. And I'll tell you right now that it does almost absolutely nothing in terms of, you know, preventing kids, you know, or people, or, you know, boys and girls under the age of 18 from playing any of these violent games. It doesn't. My neighbor, as a matter of fact, he's a 6-year-old, and his mom went out and bought Call of Duty, and he plays zombies all the time. I mean, zombies is pretty much one of the most violent things. I mean, for us, we were kind of numb to it and everything like that. But it does not stop. It just means that the parents buy it, and in most cases, a lot of times, the parents do buy it. And if, you know, if you happen to be 16 or 17, it might be maybe a little bit more embarrassing to have to actually ask your mom and dad. But believe me, if you want that Call of Duty game or whatever game it happens to be, you know, that's rated 18, then yeah, you're gonna get. Oh, let's go over here where it's less windy. You're gonna ask your parents, or you're gonna ask someone. It's not a big deal. It doesn't affect things. I can promise you, no matter what, even if it's an 18 game, you're still gonna get a hold of it. Everyone else is still gonna be able to play them. I really wouldn't worry about it. This law that's going to go through, not a big deal. You know what I mean? And I read a lot of the comments, and of course the link to the article that I'm referring to, or at least the one that's covering on IGN, you can read. I was reading a lot of comments. You're like, you know what? I don't even really care. Number one, I don't. You know, he was like, I was kind of torn because I don't agree with it. You know, like, they feel that it's unconstitutional, but at the same time, he doesn't like playing with 5-year-olds and blah blah blah. But the thing is that, like I said, my 6-year-old neighbor, we have that law here in Canada, and we've had it for quite some time, and it doesn't stop anything. So, I don't know. How do you feel about it? Do you think it's going to even make any change? And even if it's only California, if the ruling goes ahead in California, chances are what's going to happen is it's going to translate to other states. So even though you think that, you know, oh, it's just California, it doesn't affect me, it's a ripple effect. You know what I mean? It starts in California, other law organizations start taking a look at it, and they're like, you know what, let's do that here. And then it ripples across. But I'm telling you right now, in the overall scheme of things, it's not going to change anything. We're all going to get a hold of the game. Even if you're 6 years old, you're still going to get a hold of it. As it is here in Canada, no worries. No worries. Don't worry about the law that's going through. I mean, are you worried about it? I don't know. I really wouldn't be, but, you know, some people seem to be up in arms about this. This is going to pass. It's small potatoes. Who really cares? We're all going to be gaming, and we're still going to have to game with those annoying little 6-year-olds that whine and complain and go, yeah, I own you, and then you go mute. Problem solved. There you go. Anyway, comment, rate, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Peace.